Ironbeard says, absolutely. Whippoorwill, take them to their rooms.
Everything gets really quiet.
I heard it.
I did too.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Well within our rights to bust out of this
I
crate.
think we're busting out of this crate.
Wonderful. We're all
It's so wonderful to be here.
so wonderful to be going to our rooms.
I'm looking out of these.
Yeah,
Things,
it's not
right?
us saying it.
That's true.
It's not us saying it. And even then, we don't have the other key. We still need the other key. Trust me, you're going to come out of this box and it's
Can't
going to
he
be...
pick it?
Not in front of
Oh, not in
this
front of him.
dwarf.
No, this is like...
Yeah, but if I can ask him to leave. I can ask him to leave.
But he's got the rod. Like
We'll just
it
turn
needs
it
to
on.
happen
They have to-
simultaneously.
he has one of them.
I would
It's
have
a
to go up and.
We need to go to his room. We
I
need
don't
to
want to be in this
Yeah.
box anymore.
Well, we'll let you out when we get back.
The other alternative is they
What's
can
wrong
put
with
you in
box?
one of the empty vaults. They can put their package in a different vault.
Could we momentarily store this, perhaps? And I point at the one that I know that shares a wall. I go, could we,
for the time being. It's
for the
just
time
like,
being?
That one is empty.
Okay,
Absolutely.
That's very gracious of you.
In that case, he will pull out a key and he'll hand it to you, I suppose.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
putting us in a different
then
vault.
they're putting you in the vault just north of the X
Yeah.
vault.
Okay.
And so together you put the keys in, you hear some tumblers click, and then the door opens.
Okay.
And you can see just an empty square chamber beyond.
You get a sense. You get a sense.
All right, I can bust
Use
in there.
every nerve in your hand
Oh, yeah.
to get a sense of that turn.
Yeah, and I've seen the key.
He sort of basically unleashes a spiel, tells you a little bit about the room. The stones are all tight-fitting. There's no air gaps. These are watertight chambers.
Uh-oh.
The walls have lead lining between the stones.
Uh-oh.
And they're also impervious to magical scrying and detection.
Ah, lovely.
Scrying and detection, but maybe not destruction.
Right.
Yeah.
You're gonna put us in a coffin.
No, wait. Yeah, I say thank you very much.
Impervious to breathing.
I apologize for this inconvenience. If we might have a bit of privacy
To decant.
to check to make sure that nothing was damaged during transit,
Yes.
we would love to perhaps have dinner with you tonight if you are available.
I'm not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
However,
He's going to play with his robot bug.
he's going to play with his robot. He's got his new toy. However, as I'm sure Whippoorwill has told you, Lord Zardak Horn will probably want to spend some time with you.
That would be wonderful if somebody could let him know that we'll meet with him tonight.
That will be done. And he nods to Whippoorwill, and he then leaves.
Corn.
He doesn't even remember what the fucking word is.
Since you asked for some private time, and there's really no other vault you can get into, the dwarves leave.
Yeah.
Cool. And I'm like, okay.
Crack this thing open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the steam just comes out.
Our
Just sweating.
hermetic employee vault.
Right.
It's like a humidor for adventurers. Maintains a certain level of moisture.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see a fucking rod piece in here.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Where are we?
Listen, okay, we've been through a lot. And so,
You're still wearing the furs. You got your little hoodie on.
think about what this is for me.
Yeah.
So now basically we're turning over to the wall that is facing south from that.
Yeah.
And we're checking it out. So among the enchantments that they described, none of them sounded like they were specifically protective against spells, just scrying and the other sorts of things like in there. So I should be able to use stone shape to punch a hole through this thing.
Do we think there's any kind of alarm if a wall is breached?
Like if you can check this magically and you can
It's
give
immune
it a
to
dwarf
scrying.
and look over.
It is immune to scrying, but I could do some kind of dwarven, if that's all right with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Because my perception is so great.
flavor.
I mean, do I get any advantage on this? Or any
Yeah, I
dwarven
would
natural
say
thing?
definitely advantage.
Okay.
You are in a dwarven maid vault.
Solid.
So let's get another one.
That's going to be a 14.
All right.
Oh, did I roll it twice?
It was a
Jeez,
20. No, it was
wow.
a 20.
It was a 20 and then
hit the
it-
other dice and fell down. All right.
Yep. Yeah. So
Scrying.
the
Spell magic.
the stone that they've
Yeah.
used is of a type that is resistant to a lot of damage.
Okay.
It's almost indestructible.
So I'm not busting my way through.
Right. And there's no mortar that you can pry out. It just feels it's all been sort of smoothed over to be seamless as possible. Now, a magic weapon or something truly mighty, like not talk of the Titans or some other magic item, probably smash through this wall, no big deal.
Right.
But basically, to non-magical, normal hammers and picks and things aren't.
It's
gonna cut it.
impervious.
Yeah.
Do you want me to dispel whatever is on it?
It might be a good idea.
Now,
If you're just gonna blow it up,
You do
though.
sense that there are magical wards upon this place.
Sure, it's hot to the touch.
Yeah.
so what we could do now, our here's the thing: is our like drunk minion still in here?
Yes, you brought him with you.
What has his reaction been to like a dwarf and a wizard coming out of this box?
He is
This is probably
so
on par.
out of it
Yep.
that he seems. Well, make an insight check.
Yeah.
And I'll also give him like the look, like don't fuck around with the mistress's business. You know, this is above your pay grade.
Yeah.
For 13,
Okay. And how did you do? You rolled as well.
you.
Which
Insight.
insight? 19.
You believe you don't really pick up
Yeah.
much. He looks like he's been just drinking with dwarves for the past 48 hours.
Yeah, it seems pretty good for him.
Yeah.
If I was a half elf stationed here, I would be drunk as much as possible
Yes.
too.
But you sense that through all of that, there is an awareness. He is
Conscious.
conscious, or he's starting to pick up. There's looks in his face, or just slightly askance way his eyes are shifting about that he's taking stuff in.
All right, I say, Binwin,
Yes.
it is your job.
Present.
It is your job to make sure that this person doesn't do anything that we don't want him to do.
Right.
Talk, move, breathe.
I punch him.
Wait.
In the head, in the stomach,
your
in the
job,
face.
Okay.
Your job is to get the word
You just
from him.
leap up.
Yeah, I was gonna say before you deck him, I'd like to get the magic word from him. If that's okay.
Well, I don't know if this is going to stand in the way. This is establishing
I was
the
told
pecking
the deck-
order.
I believe.
So we
have
get
an
good
attack
cop,
roll
bad
coming.
cop.
I believe there's an attack roll.
Good cop, crazy cop.
Yeah, good cop, wizard cop.
I do. I have Tavern Brawler, so I'm proficient in improvised weapons and unarmed attacks.
Yep.
And I get advantage on all my rolls.
For me as a tavern brawler?
So, you know what? I don't know what I add to my unarmed attack.
Probably
but I
still
was-
strength.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. So 17.
That's a hit.
Boom. Clock.
Damages.
What's the magic word?
What is it? What is it?
2.
Yes.
What's your strength?
6.
All right. That
Kill
definitely
this
does. That definitely does knock him on his ass, but he's still alive.
Okay, I run over.
Word. Hey, seriously though, dude.
Let us roll initiative.
Is he
Now he wants to fight us?
Dude, maybe he's some kind of.
He's like a drunken guy, so he pulls out that magic short sword and just says, I'm gonna get you back for that. You
4.
19.
So part of my Tavern Brawler
beardless runt.
is on hit. I can start a grapple.
Oh, very good.
So I would like to grapple him.
Okay, he is grappled.
So I'm holding him.
Perfect. Jim.
Take him out.
What's the
I've-
Knock him out. Knock him out.
So,
I've got,
Yeah, you'll be
I
fine.
suggest he tell me the password.
hang on.
My
So,
initiative's 8.
Initiative is 8
Yes.
for Binwin. What's your initiative, Viari?
23.
Hello.
Wow. Hello.
Omin?
4.
And Jim,
19.
19. All right, now Jim, talking is a free action, so if you want
Yeah, actually, I want to use suggestion.
Oh, well, if you're going to do that, that's going to happen on your action.
Yeah.
Do I go first?
Actually, Viari does. So he is, that guy, Carrington is now grappled by the dwarf.
Yeah.
And he's got his sword in his hand.
He hasn't technically acted yet, but that's where it's going.
reaching for
and
it.
I effectively, I take his hand away from his sword, and I'm like, and I'll take his sword away.
No.
I'm like, you can have this back when you are sober.
Maybe.
You can have this back after I've sold it.
post sale.
And then he turns to you and he says, "But that dwarf impugned my something or other."
Probably. I have no idea what that means.
He says, "I don't like the way you run your organization."
Well, try a competing organization. I
just
understand
might.
that Acquisitions Incorporated is hiring in certain markets.
Well, I'll go work for them then.
I would love a minute with this man.
Oh no, and you can have it. Do you want it in the? You want it in the box? Do you want us to close the lid?
Jim's turn.
All right, I'm casting suggestion. So for the
Yes.
next 8 hours, he has to follow this suggestion.
Wow.
I suggest that he join this team and go along with whatever we need
We want
from
him to do. Oh, that's great.
Be
All
very
right.
compliant.
And he gets
Yeah,
a saving
good call.
throw, right?
Yeah, he's saving against. Well,
So your save DC is.
it's 15.
All right. He is going to be at a
Whippoorwill with a
disadvantage.
second H in it. Whippoorwill.
Whippoorwill.
I think it's WIPPOR.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's an O.
He seems to be under your spell.
All right,
I like that
Perfect.
better than E's anyway.
he's on board, guys.
I'm on board.
All right, where's your key, Carrington?
It's either in my room or I left it in the tavern.
Gosh, in the tavern.
That's the last. You know, but we can send him.
I think we should
Right?
check at the tavern.
You want to send him by himself back to the tavern?
The suggestion is going to hold, right? We're not going to ask him to do anything dangerous.
That's true.
Like fight dwarves. On the other hand, he's a super drunk guy, even under suggestion. I don't want to send
Yeah.
him to do something important.
I had to give my key for my buddies who were breaking in. Like,
So we could try to get through this wall.
and if it doesn't work,
The downside is like it could be as soon as like a dispel magic is cast here, that could trip a lot.
that's what I'm wondering if that's going to set off
if,
an alarm.
If we have him on our team and we can really get this key, we should just open it the regular way.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't like sending him out there by himself though.
No. Somebody
what if
Let's
the-
see if let's
we
let's
can't
try to
leave
get
this
the
room.
word out of him too.
Yeah, we're
and
not
I
supposed
say,
to be here.
And I say, I'll say to him, I go, before we send you to get the key, give me the word for the magic mouth in case we need to use it. And I'm going to fast talk it because he's too drunk to realize this makes no sense.
Right, okay. He'll say, Rex.
Rex.
Okay.
Is that from some other language?
I think it's Latin.
Oh.
It's a Latin joke. All right. Right, so you should go with him.
Me?
VR issue. Binwin and I can't leave.
You can't because you don't exist.
Yeah.
And you guys can theoretically get through that.
Well, maybe while you go get
You can
the key, we
investigate
can
it
investigate
further
the
while
wall.
I keep it.
I feel like any attempt to melt walls. Yeah.
She knows the password.
I was making sure that you hadn't been compromised. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. That's good security.
All right, you do that. You make that. Now,
Let me punch him.
Tell me more about this.
My fear is that as soon as we try to punch through one of these things, that's when things are going to go crazy, right?
It's definitely alarm.
If we have the
It's gotta
key,
be.
Tell
we
me
should
more
use the
about
key.
this apparition's inebriated.
Well, let me tell you, the internship program is really fabulous.
It's truly exquisite. And
All right, so you're
Some
staying,
people
though.
describe it as a pyramid scheme, but that is not how it works.
it's a rectangular prism.
Cigarette scene.
That's premium.
Good stuff.
All right, so you go get this.
Well, I get
hit the
him-
tavern, hit the quarters, come back fast.
We're going to fast walk.
All right, what are the rest of you doing? Just hanging out in this?
We can't leave the vault.
Well, we can't leave the vault, but we can investigate this wall.
Yeah, we'd like to
It's
investigate.
immune to scrying.
So
I love
where
to
in the
scry.
vault are we?
I scry every day.
So you're in here.
Okay. And it's here?
It's here. So there's like a bit of wall that they share.
Can I just, hands against the wall, get an idea of what's cooking in there?
Yeah.
The detect magic.
Yeah, well, this would be probably
But you're up to
Arcana,
the
right?
wall. I hear.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hey.
What are we looking at, man?
25.
All right. Although the stone has naturally resilient properties, the stone itself is not magical. You're picking up you get the sense that there's some sort of like barrier of metal
That's the lead layer.
Inside, where these two walls meet, there's like a sheeting, basically. So
Yeah.
what that means is a stone-shaped spell will melt out to that point.
Right.
And they'll be stuck with a metal wall.
Right.
But your check suggests that this vault does not protect against people like teleporting in and out if they know. Like you can have somebody could make a teleportation circle in here and use this as a destination point if they really wanted to. So that's a shortcoming. And you believe that spells like Stone Shape would actually work on the stone.
Problem is to teleport, I have to be able to see where I'm going.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Binwin opens his adventures kit and pulls out his pickaxe.
Yeah.
And he says, "They protected the wall, but did they protect the floor?"
You whack on the floor and don't even make a chip out of it.
Yeah. That's good. It's well done.
They did protect it.
It's protected. All right. So you got to. So you've.
Yes, you're stumbling off with him, and he's.
I would be curious, like, if there were going to be a room with, like, say, a secret door leading out of it, it would be a vault room that was unoccupied. They would always leave that one unoccupied.
That one.
I can check, but
Yeah. Just turn the place over. We have this opportunity, right?
okay.
Yeah.
So
What do you got there, Jim?
I can cast Clairvoyance on the other side of the wall, which would let me, and I can choose sight. I could choose sight as my sense that I'm going to get from it, and then I could teleport over there.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't know how I would get
back.
Back out. Wait,
A long rest.
no. Then you'd have to cast teleport again because you know this over
But I have
here.
to be able to see where I'm going. I don't know if I can cast.
Well, actually, let's look at the inside of this room. Like, is this one of those vaults that there's no way that you
can
could
hear
die
me
inside
though,
of it?
right?
Like,
So
you can always.
I could scream on the other side of the wall. Teleport here, teleport here.
Yeah, that can't go wrong.
So, Chris, you can try to teleport to a place that you have been or seen, right?
Well, no,
It depends on the
specifically,
level of the teleport spell.
specifically for benign transposition,
Oh,
I have to be able to
different.
see where I'm going.
Yes.
But clairvoyance says I can create an invisible sensor within range in a location familiar to you or an obvious location that is unfamiliar, such as the other side of a door around a corner.
But so what was clairvoyance?
It's a divination spell. It would not work.
Why not?
Scrying.
Because it's a
locked
scrying.
against
Oh, it's
scrying.
a scrying spell.
Yeah.
Oh, so I can't scry anywhere around here?
You can't scry. You can't put the sensor in any location here. So if
Because it's
you
all lined out.
You
Yes.
dispel magic.
Well, that's going to trigger alarms, I'm sure, right?
Possibly.
Well, if someone tells me to dispel magic, I will, but I'm not going to do that.
Wait. First, let's try to get the keyway,
Yeah.
and if not, we'll come back in and get sick.
Okay.
all right. So you've gone wandering off.
Yep.
With Carrington by yourself.
this is. I just realized how
Oh, yeah.
badly this is going to go.
No, this is actually the worst. I see that now.
Split the party never goes wrong.
And you've got his short sword.
Right.
So currently he does not appear to be armed. So that's good. You walk back out, and Ironbeard is just caressing his construct.
The blades.
The blades, and he asks you, "Is everything all right?"
Everything's fine. We are just going to go look through his quarters for maybe get him some coffee.
Would you like some help?
No, it's fine. This is none of your problem. We appreciate your patience.
We're embarrassed.
No, leave me
embarrassing.
alone. Would be great, actually.
Don't come
Don't
with me.
follow me. Track my movement.
Or really think too
As
hard.
you're making your way back to the great quarters, you pass dwarves who just live here, and
Yeah.
they're all cordial and friendly. Even the guards are just as friendly as the normal folk. When you get to
This was a
the
bad. Whose idea was this to come in here?
when you get
I think it's
to
his idea.
and which you're sort of going this
Gotta
way
go
and then
that
this
way,
way
and then up
this way kind of thing.
Might as well go up to the tavern
Tavern
first.
first. Okay, so kind of up through here. Blah 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 blah.
All right.
All right.
Maybe they have a lost and found.
Yeah. That's for the box.
Yes. As you make your way up here, you can hear there is a conversation happening here, but you can't really see what's going on. It appears to be in Dwarven. I don't know if you speak Dwarvish.
I do not.
All right. So I won't go into that. But you hear what sounds like natural speakers, Dwarven dwarf speakers, and then non-dwarf trying to speak Dwarvish. So there's non-dwarves here besides you.
Oh boy.
Basically is what I'm getting at. When you get to the tavern, you can see that there are a few dwarves here. You can also see two women sitting at a table with a couple dwarves. They're both human, and they're dressed in tight-fitting black leather armor.
Just like,
Yes.
just like back home.
Yes. And one of them has a fairly brightly colored green and yellow snake coiled around her forearm. And the
Watch as she
snake
takes her pleasure from the serpent. That's from Blade Runner.
Yeah. And the snake has wings, but they're sort of folded in.
Quetzalcoatl.
God, the feathered serpent.
Yeah.
You
it's
don't
cool.
have time for that shit.
No, you listen. You do not have time. Right.
And when you walk in, they pay a mind to you, obviously. You're an attractive,
Obviously.
attractive fellow. And
Ladies.
one of them, and the one who doesn't have the snake has something on her belt or hip. It's some sort of magic item you've never seen the likes of before. It's a very well-fashioned metal and wooden, almost wand-like device.
Wand.
Wand-like?
And it's in a leather sheath, basically.
Part of the rod?
Now, are they both just wearing kind of nice armor, or does this look like they have a uniform?
This is a uniform.
Is this ringing
Is
any
there
bells
heraldry on
here?
You can make either a history check or just I guess an intelligence check.
They're straight edge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I use potions?
Yeah.
You know,
No.
The one with the device on her belt, she's also got a deck of cards that she's.
God, it's everything.
Yeah.
It's irresistible.
Get
So what did you roll?
Nothing worth. I got a 7.
Okay. No.
And so I kind of take it, and I'm like, so where would it be here?
I was sitting over there in the corner with some dwarves, and he sort of stumbles over there. And
Right,
there's some mugs and stuff on the table. He's like looking in them.
This is a shit show.
I kind of go over. I stand next to him, and I'm. Is this close to the other?
It's about 10 feet away.
Okay.
There's a roaring fire in the hearth. It's very warm in here, and lots
Okay.
of tankards of ale. There's barrels with spigots sticking out of them in a corner. You can just basically free for all, have as much as you like.
Okay. Wow, that's a nice tavern. The I suppose dwarves kind of invented the concept of open bar,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There's no word for it. No word for bar means open bar.
So I'll let him kind of like go over there, and then I say I'll wander over to the other table.
You can see the other tables. The two women are already asking the dwarves that they're with who you are, and the dwarves say,
Say, I'm sorry to bother you. My employee has mislaid something. Was anyone else over here looking at this table?
one of the women says, yeah, there were more of our party here.
The other non-dwarves.
What is it that you misplaced?
It's an internal matter, I'm afraid.
It's an organ.
He's somewhat the worse for drink, and I just.
Where's that key?
Oh, shit.
I can't find it. Must be in my room. Let's go check my bed chamber.
Yeah. Thank you for your time. And
Come on, veggie.
Veggie. Don't fast walk him out of there. And as soon as we're out of there, I'm like, who are those people? Who are they with?
Oh, they're with the Black Network.
Does that ring a bell?
One of the worst
Yeah.
networks.
BET?
That's
No.
that's the Zentaran. The
Oh,
Zentaran
shit. Yeah,
is
okay,
this
yeah.
kind of
The
this.
Zents.
The Zents are a
The bad guys.
shadow empire, basically, of business brokers in the Forgotten Realms in the north. They're basically, they got their fingers in a lot of pies. They try to push out other businesses, take over other franchises, and basically run anybody who's their enemies out of town. They are long-standing arch rivals of the Harpers, who are a
Right.
benevolent organization, which you would love to join, but
Oh,
your
yeah.
pedigree is still,
I'm working, I'm building my CV.
It isn't
right?
just. It
exactly.
isn't enough to have a harp. I mean, you can't. That's not it.
That's not it at all, yeah. It's about keeping secrets.
So they're literally the worst fucking people.
Yeah, it's like
That could
lawful
possibly
evil,
be here.
evil,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so yeah, I gotta really hustle him to his room.
Yes. And it's going to be chock-a-block with Zents.
So yeah, we absolutely we go around. I don't want to be in this room where there was the other conversation with Nan.
Okay, well, you're either going to have to cut across the top of the hallway, because his room is
Yeah, we'll
like
do
right
the
there.
top. We again fast walk.
Yeah, so when you boot, you do see that there are more Zentarim having a conversation down there.
How many? Just
There are 2
80.
human men, and
Okay.
they're talking with 3 dwarves.
Okay. Are they outfitted the same way?
Yes.
Or are like those the guards?
They
and
are
these
outfitted
are-
the same way. They're all in blacks. One of the men, however, does seem to be a little more decked out than the others.
Okay.
And when you get to Carrington's room, he just flops down on his bed.
You know,
Blessed night's sleep.
no, I think we're gonna go for like the good old fashioned like open-handed slap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh.
And I'm gonna actually
What?
shake him. I'm like,
What? What?
You know that she will actually peel all of the skin off of your actual body, if you do not find the key.
All right, make an intimidation check. We'll give you advantage on that.
You will wish you were in hell with your back broken.
You get advantage.
Oh, advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
It's even worse!
Can I play my lute while I'm doing this or something? Jesus, that's
Shake it in his face for
the
emphasis.
worst.
All right.
I get +2 to that
8.
6 at 8.
Okay.
Okay, buddy.
He is
you
way-
don't have to go home.
He's not thinking about that, and you can't seem to get wrap his mind around it. But he says, "Doesn't leave me alone. I'll help you find the key. It's got to be around here somewhere."
Okay, so as soon as he starts looking, I toss this fucking room.
Yeah.
You know, like loose floorboards
You
of
peel
whatever
up everything.
the dwarven
You
equivalent
dump,
is.
There's like a chest of stuff where his personal effects are. You dump that out, and you're searching everything you can think of. It's not here.
Okay, is this guy gonna pass out if I leave him here?
Oh, probably.
Okay, and I'm like, take a nap. Thanks for your help. I'll put in a good word for you. And I'm out, and I'm super out.
Yep.
So was it in the tavern, and do the Zents have it?
And that's what I've got to report back to headquarters.
They stole our fucking key. Well, I mean, is this a problem we can report to management?
Now, the
They stole our key.
true. Before I go, I say, do you realize that if you are in bed with the Zents, like, no part of the world will shelter you from our wrath?
No, we wouldn't deal with those people. No way.
You have no key.
Read it.
Your one job.
No, is this true at all?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Like,
Grab that dice, and I want the number on the dice to be higher than it has been previously.
jeez. So this is the insight, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm the wrong man
You
for
think
this
our
job.
lady would get into bed with the Black
Nice.
Network? You're nuts.
What the fuck, Patrick?
Weak sauce.
See, when you're this good looking, it's really hard to intimidate people. He just keeps staring into my
You're
big
very
dead red eyes.
attractive, man.
Yeah.
You're very attractive.
Can I seduce this information out of
Yeah,
him?
sure.
Wait.
Yeah.
Do you still have a magic owlbear?
Eat this owlbear, and I'm going to say the word if you do not.
Okay.
They're intimidating.
Time
No,
to
they're
put the
super-
sparkling whites and the winking eyes and everything else. You close the door and yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I go.
All right. Make a persuasion check.
Spell magic is looking better and better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Any other die? There.
All right.
Use one of my premium dice.
So that's a 23.
All right. It takes you about 7 minutes, but you alter his worldview.
By seducing him?
Yeah. Full on seduction mode.
Wow.
Like, listen, I know it's really hard. You're here. There's all these dwarves around.
So much pressure.
You know, you're alone. You're trying to make it in good with this place, but
Sit down, get comfortable.
you know,
Yeah.
attractive man like you. They don't appreciate that around here.
Yeah, we're two of a kind.
We are.
Your arms
you
are
know?
so strong.
I know what it's like. You work for these people. You don't know who you can trust, but
Yeah.
you know we
I
need
feel
to be
like
able
my
to.
talents are wasted here.
I think they are.
Yeah.
You know, I personally, I have heard of this. You know, acquisitions inebriated, and I think that you'd be a shoe-in.
Yeah, you're so awesome. If they're all like you, I
They're
wouldn't
at least that good.
I wouldn't want to work for anyone else.
I've been thinking the same thing, but
Get
you know,
the key.
we've got to trust each other.
Yeah.
Where
I
would
don't-
it?
The key's not here. The only place it could have been. Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So we were playing, you know, like shell game.
Oh, right,
stuff,
yeah.
with the mugs in the tavern. I think I left it under one of the mugs. Pretty sure I left it there.
Did you look under the mugs
I
when
did,
you were
but
over at the
it's not there
table?
anymore. It
It's
must have
not
been-
there
One of the-
The
anymore.
dwarves must have
Bastards has
taken
it.
it, or those Black Network bastards have it.
Sense. Dude, you have to thief like you have never thiefed before.
Yeah,
In
pickpocket.
fact, I remember one of them was watching me very closely. the
Was
whole
it one
time
of the
we were
two
playing.
women?
What?
Was it one of those two women?
Yeah.
Was it one of them?
Absolutely.
The one with the snake.
Yeah, it was the one with the snake.
It was the one with the
Yeah.
snake? Okay.
Get it back.
Okay, right. So, you
Not
know,
to get in trouble with management, but I think that
hang out here for a
bonus,
while.
if not a
I'll be
promotion.
back. I gotta go get
Great.
it.
Yeah, I'll
save,
stay here.
I gotta save your bacon if I'm
Yeah,
gonna get you
thanks,
out of
thanks
here.
for putting in
If the
that
thief
word
has
for
to
me.
give a
'cause
mark a handy.
This doesn't reflect well on my employment.
For
No,
information.
that's not gonna look good on the resume. So
The dwarves, they just are so nice. They just want to give you more drinks all the time. and I
that's
just can't control myself.
what they're all about. Okay. Sleep. And then
Hush now.
It works just like that too. Just like and he falls over.
and
Yeah.
into the tavern.
Yeah.
Straighten your.
Dude, you have got. Oh my God, this is going to be
got
it's
the
a big
lipstick.
afternoon for you.
Yeah.
It's a big afternoon for you.
And so into the tavern. Run to the tavern. It's like in Ferris Bueller's where he runs through the hallway, and as soon as he goes by the
door.
window, he stops. So he looks,
Yeah.
you know. So
When you run to
run-
the tavern, you see the dwarves are there, but the women are gone.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Shiza.
when I walked past here, where there's still like a little congregation.
Ask the dwarves where she went or where they
What if
went.
they're going to the fucking vault?
Exactly.
With our key.
Probably.
That's
They,
the best. Yeah.
Where did
Whippoorwill.
your companions go?
Oh, they went to the armory.
The armory.
Yes.
That sucks.
Oh yeah, to the armory.
That's Helen gone.
That is Helen gone.
They just left a couple minutes ago.
Oh, really?
2 minutes ago.
Try to
so-
catch them on the way down.
Okay, I do. I footed out of there again, doing the
90.
official like it's my ass if I don't get stuff done. Walk.
Right, yes. You terrace, by the time you get to the Hall of War, the Wall of Whore,
Is that a ring on you?
That's in another one.
That's stop and observe.
That's on the audio tour. You know what I mean?
Al fresco.
al fresco, nice. When you get to the Hall of War, you see there are, like, this jigsaw puzzle thing is still happening, but yes, the Zent contingent, these 3 men and these 2 women, with a passel of dwarves, are heading toward the south,
they're heading
toward
away.
the armory, away from
You
the-
have got one chance.